So I feel like this video is probably going to betray how pedantic I can get about anything more than most of my videos do. And it's because of the timing that's so important to me. Right now it's 11:40 on New Year's Eve, and tomorrow it will be 2017. But I've seen pretty much all of 2016, and at this moment right now that I'm trying to capture, I would like to re-review a movie that I reviewed on September 30th, 2012. And that movie is 2016, Obama's America by Dinesh DSouza. Now, when I did my original review of that movie, it was right before President Obama's re-election in 2012, and the movie was kind of, it was topped and tailed with a dystopian post-apocalyptic future feel. Like, if we were to elect President Obama, horrible things will happen. He's going to destroy America. And this is what is going to happen. And I just wanted to draw the parallels between what I just experienced with the 2016 presidential election cycle and Donald Trump being elected, and about, he's about to take his oath of office next month. And I just want to, revisit all of these feelings that I had 4 years ago, which have direct parallels to today. The first parallel that I can see between what Dinesh D'Souza was trying to say back in 2012 about President Obama that was said about President Trump was they voted for him, but they didn't get what they wanted. And I can see that before Trump even goes into office, in that it's being said that he said he was going to be the basically anti corporations getting their way president. That he knew all of the tricks and he knew all the loopholes, and he was going to come and fix everything by just swinging a hammer and just knocking everything down, right? And instead he's making cabinet appointments which are basically crony capitalism, just like he said he was going to try to get rid of. And so he said he would not have any lobbyists in his cabinet, and that's not true. He said he wouldn't work with lobbyists, and that's not true. And it's like, before he even takes office, I can see this parallel of they voted for him, but they didn't get what they wanted. Now, previously, it was like the Obama administration and Occupy protesters, that some of them were peaceniks who didn't like drone strikes, and they didn't like working with corporations at all. There is an exact direct parallel with that feeling of they voted for him, but they didn't get what they wanted. Another thing that was brought up in that movie 4 years ago was an argument that the decline in wealth would be Obama's fault. He had already had 4 years in office, and the housing bubble had burst under his administration. And I can't say that I can go more than a day without hearing an argument that Trump will ruin the economy. There is a parallel there too. Another one that popped up in Dinesh D'Souza's movie was the theme of Obama was dismantling the country from within. If you look at all of Trump's cabinet appointments and all of the punditry about that comes from the left right now, you'd see that people are saying that every appointment seems to be a person that wants to destroy that department in government. It's like the anti-best person for the job. He's picking the worst persons for every position. The people that would probably want to lean their departments the most. There's also a parallel with the way that DeSouza described Obama growing up in an environment where he would learn to hate colonialism. When people describe Trump's upbringing as something where he would be completely oblivious to the plight of poor people because he grew up rich, and so he's going to hate basically anti-colonialism. But I think all of those parallels that I've just drawn there, you could probably get if you were only a subscriber to The Daily Show. After Jon Stewart left The Daily Show, Trevor Noah took over, and he was given the gift of Trump for all of his comedy, which I wish Jon Stewart were back, because he did so well previously in the Bush administration of bringing comedy to the left side of the argument. But he did really well under Bush's term, and I think that it petered out for a very long time. It was kind of stretched out, this decline of his critique under Obama's administration. And I wish he was back now. And it's like the best time for him to be in there. He's gone. But Trevor Noah picked up the torch, and just like Dinesh D'Souza, months before the election, right? There were vignettes on The Daily Show where they showed a post-apocalyptic future 4 years into the future. Just like Dinesh D'Souza's 2012 video was called 2016, they were showing what America would look like 4 years later, and like the entire studio was bombed out. Right? I'm not going to show you guys a clip because I don't want to get hit for copyright infringement, with a DMCA. But you can find clips of this on YouTube, probably by people who have nothing to lose. And these vignettes basically said that Obama was going to be like a totalitarian, anti-free speech Hitler type figure that was going to cause a lot of wars, and this post-apocalyptic future that they create for the next election cycle for 2020 is exactly what Dinesh D'Souza was predicting back in 2012 for 2016. And it's just coming from the opposite side of the coin as far as political spectrum. But I see a direct parallel. When I was watching these episodes of The Daily Show months ago, I was feeling this is exactly like what Dinesh D'Souza was trying to say about Obama. They're just saying it about Trump now. There's also a strange parallel that I draw with the type of argument that came up in Dinesh D'Souza's video, that Obama only became the president because of his race and his knowledge of how to manipulate people with regards his race, right? And that is the argument that Trump only became the president because he's a racist, and his knowledge of how to manipulate people with regards racism. They're both on opposite sides of the coin there, but the argument that they only made it there because of that issue, it's to me parallel. There was also the argument in Dinesh D'Souza's film towards the end where he said that the Occupy protesters, those people who were grassroots and being affected by all of these decisions being made by the presidents, they would only get what they were asking for. They would only achieve their goals from the real anti-establishment candidate. He said that Obama was part of the problem, not the solution. And Obama is an anti-American colonialist here to sabotage America from within. And when I look back at what Dinesh D'Souza was trying to say there with colonialism and anti-American, and I just figure if he were to make that video today, he would be talking about social justice warriors, because that's the buzzword term that umbrella of thoughts is talked about within now. And so I draw a parallel between talk about anti-colonialism and social justice warriors. Those two terms can almost be interchangeable if you really want to understand how these videos between what's going on here on YouTube right now at this moment, in the past couple months, this flurry of videos about social justice warriors, and what's happening on The Daily Show, predicting Trump will ruin America, and what Dinesh D'Souza was saying way back when in 2012. So it's 11:52. I've got 8 minutes left, so I'm going to set this video to upload. My next video will probably be just about New Year's resolutions and being social here on YouTube. Maybe other people will join me in this. It's not a unique thought that I'm having here, but yeah. Comment below if you think you can, I guess, come to some sort of following of all of my thoughts here, because I guess you'd have to review the movie 2016 Obama's America, my previous review, and this review to really follow me along here. But I did make this video for the casual viewer. I know that I'm that pedantic. I know it, because I actually feel really good that I'm posting this in the last minutes of 2016, and it will be to you by the first part of 2017.